Hello, this is Vernon again. Got this Model A engine. This is part 2. Today we're going to be talking about taking the valves out. As you remember, in our first video we had 3 burnt valves. Of course you can't really see. There we go. On this engine, and the camshaft was pitted, so all the valves have to come out of here. On a Model A, it's not quite the same to take the valves out as it does a modern engine. Modern engine, you have your spring retainer, then your keepers, and then usually 2 keepers. Well, the Model A doesn't use it. It uses a bell-shaped valve on the end there, and then a special type keeper right there. As you can see, it slips right over the end of that, fits in the spring, and that's what keeps it all together. And so I'm going to show you how to take the valves out of this engine. Of course, if you're a real mechanic, you can figure that out for yourself, but this is for everybody, so let's take a look at this while we do this. One other thing is you're going to need a valve spring remover. You can go to the antique shop and get you something like this. It's comparable to modern day tools, but it works. It was made for that job. This one's actually not as old as you would think, but it will work. I prefer to use the more modern valve spring compressor like this. And so let's go ahead and take one loose. You're going to want to slide this into the spring, not over the end of it like you normally would with a modern engine, because you have to take the keeper off the end of the spring, and if you slide it on all the way, you're going to be holding the keeper up against the spring and you never get it off. So go ahead and compress that, and right there, got the keeper off like that. And go ahead and take your tool out of there. You're going to want to take the spring off first. Let's make sure we can get this valve up. It won't work if you can't get the valve up. Gotta get the valve up. And what I like to do, now other guys might be different, is kind of take your screwdriver in there and pop that off. So there you go. Put that in there. Now the thing is, it's still not going to come up. That's because there's a keeper. Valve guide is actually keeping the valve in there. Excuse me there. And you take some kind of tool. This isn't probably the best, but anyway, you want to kind of hit down on the little keeper. If you look inside of there, you'll see it. This one's a little tight. I think one of them started to move there. There we go. I believe they're moving. Actually, something with a little bit of a bend on it would work. That was a little bit stiff. I need something a little bit more, sturdy actually than this little tool I've got right here. I didn't dig one out before I started this video. Let's start on one that's already loose. Let's see. That one's pretty loose. Let's try that one. Yeah, that one's coming right out of there as you see it moving down. There we go. And here they are. They come out in 2 pieces here, as you can see. And I like to keep them together. I made this little styrofoam thing with holes in it so I can put them back in the same spot, like that. And once you do that, I mean, you got all kinds of room to take that valve out of there now. And that valve looks pretty good, pretty decent. We'll probably clean it up before we put it back in, grind it, and do it. It's also best if you can keep your valves in the same order that you take them out. So anyway, this is Vernon signing off. Till next time.